So I'm doing a bit of a video overview of the Headstrong 3-leaf add-a-leaf kit for my 3rd gen Tacoma. There's plenty of videos that go nut by nut and bolt by bolt on how to install a 3-leaf leaf pack. I'm just doing more of a product highlight. This is not a sponsored video. This is what I researched and chose to spend my money on. So real quick, when you do an add-a-leaf, you're usually trying to get some lift or increased carrying capacity on the rear of your vehicle. And you can do that with a single leaf add-a-leaf, which is usually a thicker leaf that is arched more, which makes your truck sit higher, but that can ride a little bit harsh. So going with a 3-leaf add-a-leaf pack is typically the preferred method, by having 3 leaves that are staggered like this, and then you mate them with the existing leaves on your truck. It allows it to have a more progressive feel where it's not stiff right off the first initial suspension hit, but as you load it down further down, then it does get a little bit more stiff, so that way the overall ride quality is maintained. So a couple things right off the bat. We'll just measure the leaves so you can get a feel for what the thickness is, but this top leaf is 0.29 inches. I am going to separate these out a little bit. This second leaf, about 0.275, so it's probably the same material all the way through. And about 0.28 for the third leaf. You want to get a feel for the length of the leaves. This shortest leaf is about 14 inches. The second leaf is about 23 inches. And the third leaf is about 31 inches. So it does come with extended length center pins, so I'm just going to measure that real quick. And that comes in at 4.35 inches or so. And it does come with a spacer on it and a nut on top, but that spacer is just for packaging. So they ship them tightly bolted down together, so that way they're not loose and clanging around. When you go to install them, you'll remove this, and then you'll use the extended length center pin to go ahead and bolt it to the rest of your leaf pack. So this add-a-leaf kit, like a lot of the 3-leaf add-a-leafs, are designed to give you 1.5 inches of rear lift. And instead of relying on the overall stiffness of the springs, Headstrong's website says they specifically get a good bit of the lift, mostly provided by the thickness of the 3 leaves sandwiched together. So that's coming in at about 0.9 inches. Now it's designed to run without the rear overload spring. And so that overload spring is about 0.4 inches or so. So, you know, you're getting maybe a ½ inch just due to removing the overload spring and then adding the thickness of 3 leaves all together. And so there is going to be the remainder of that lift, presumably added due to the stiffness or arching of the overall springs. But that's still better than one spring arching everything. So to install these, you are going to need extended length U-bolts just due to the thickness of the 3 extra leaf springs that you're adding to your pack. It does give you the option to purchase it without the extra length U-bolts if you already have them. So in my case, I'm replacing a 1-inch lift block with these leaf springs, so I already have long U-bolts. And then I also decided to get a Durabumps U-bolt flip kit and rear bump stop kit. So it is a nice touch that you can order them without the U-bolts and save a little bit of money that way. So the largest leaf spring does come with an anti-friction pad. So this is just a little plastic disc that has a hole in the leaf spring that it pops into. And this just allows you to eliminate metal on metal contact and try and eliminate squeaking. So one of the refinements of the design that I really like is going to be the placement of this leaf spring alignment or retention clip. So on the other competitors' leaf springs, they are closer to the end of this third leaf, and that actually interferes with the retention or alignment clip on the stock leaf pack. So you end up having to take a grinder and grind out the rivet and remove it. It's not like it's the end of the world or anything. Most people into off-roading will have those tools and capabilities, but it does make the installation a lot more difficult. The other nice attention to detail is going to be this threaded hole right here, because there is an e-brake cable that routes back to your rear brake drums, and it has a retention point on the stock clip. So they did add a threaded hole here so you can maintain your retention points for your e-brake cables. Pretty much any place that sells Tacoma lifts are going to have 1/2-inch shims that are designed to bolt into your leaf pack. So you would just remove this centering pin, bolt in a 1/2-inch shim, and then you would install it essentially like a block. Now, Headstrong's website specifically says you can do one on one side to correct the Tacoma lean, or you can go ahead and get one for each side, and you can get up to 2 inches of lift. So Headstrong specifically says that these leaf springs are designed to be used without the overload leaf on the bottom. So the stock system has basically really thin, flexible leaves that can't really support a whole lot of weight. So they have a very thick, about a 1/2-inch flat bar on the bottom of the leaf pack. So when you do load down your truck, it basically flattens out the leaf springs, and this 1/2-inch bar is basically supporting everything. And so they do mention specifically in their Tacoma World post that by having the overload leaf removed, it gives you a more progressive feel, specifically with up travel. So if you're taking a vertical impulse on the bottom of your tire, pushing the axle upwards, if you have a flat bar, which mine measured out at about 28 inches long, that's basically going to allow your leaf springs to flatten out, and then it's going to essentially hit a wall, so to speak. It's not going to be able to flex anymore. It's going to be a very kind of abrupt hit where it reaches that limit. So by not having that overload leaf, it should allow for a more comfortable ride, specifically with up travel. The other thing that I'll mention too is mine measured out at 28 inches long. You can see where this leaf spring clip is. And so if you do include that overload leaf at that full length, when these do flex downwards, you are going to hit the overload leaf and kind of crunch the bottom of this clip in. So in my case, since I do have the ability to cut steel, I am just going to keep my overload leaves and I'll cut them down to a shorter distance and essentially make my own 1/2-inch shims. They already have a hole drilled through them to bolt up through a centering pin, so might as well just cut them down. Spend some time with a flat disc and an angle grinder kind of smoothing out the corners, making sure that there's no sharp edges, and that should give me a little bit of extra height, hoping for about 2-inch lift height in the rear, and a decently smooth ride since it does have the properly pyramid stacked 3 leaves here. Pair that with the existing leaf springs and you should have a pretty solid performance leaf pack. So that's all that I have to say on this initial product overview of the 3-leaf Add-A-Leaf by Headstrong. I will go ahead and get it installed. I'm not going to do a full installation video, but if I do run into any tricky areas or have any tips and tricks as I go along, I'll be sure to document those for you.